EMIRATES 772 Dubai ground. Good evening, we are Boeing 777 at gate B9, requesting IFR clearance as far to Cape Town. We have information Alpha on board EMIRATES 772.
EMIRATES 772 Dubai ground, good evening, cleared to Cape Town via Andic 7 Foxtrot departure. Maintain altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 0545.
Clear to destination asphalt via Andic 7 Foxtrot departure. Initial climb 4,000 and squawk is 0545, EMIRATES 772.
EMIRATES 772, read back is correct. QNH1001, report ready for push on start.
QNH is 1001, go report when ready for push and start, EMIRATES 772. Okay, so now we are going to start preparing the cockpit for a departure. First you have to put runway 30 right. And just want to make sure that we have the correct quantity of fuel on board. 89,000. Yes, we have. Okay, so now I'll get rid of all the count operations. Just get rid of all the equipment for loading and close all the doors. Actually, I can do this with the FMC doors, close all. Okay. Performance. Okay, now let's set the Andic runway 30 right, Andic 7 Foxtrot departure, and as for the arrival, we're going to choose the one on the Navigraph chart, Airbus 1 Alpha. So 1 Alpha, okay, and I'll just leave it up to here. Okay, RTA data, we have to load all the winds. Okay, execute, and so is with the descent winds. Okay, okay, now we have the just have to accept the performance init data. So I'll just check the reserve fuel on board further down in the operational flight plan. Okay, now we have final reserve 16.9. Okay, I'll accept that. Okay, zero fuel weight. Just have to look at the numbers further down. Zero fuel weight 201.1. Okay, that's fine. and just temperature for the fuel -44, the standard for Emirates, and cruising center of gravity 30. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the thrust limit. I'm just going to use the performance tool, taking off runway 30 right, import the data from the aircraft itself, and import weather, calculate. Okay, takeoff thrust limit, takeoff 2, and the cell temperature is 49er. Based on that, flaps 5 and center of gravity 27.27. 277, yep, rounded up to 27.3. VR, no, first of that, first of all, acceleration 1000 feet. Okay, go to the first page, VR 172, V1 172, VR 176, reference V2 177. I'll just input the weight 29er 0 decimal 8. Okay, and I'm just going to accept the. Okay, now going to set the local QNH 1001, flight directors on 4000 initial climb, and squawk is 0545. So 545. Okay, now heading runway 30 right is 299er. I'll just set this one now as well. Okay, I'm just going to start the APU at this stage and announce all passengers on board. We are preparing for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your captain, and along with everyone else in the crew, I'd like to welcome you, a warm welcome aboard, and do hope you can enjoy the flight. Sit back, relax, and we'll talk to you again when we get closer. Thank you.
Ground stop, please leave the aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your purser today, and on behalf of my entire cabin crew team, I would like to welcome you on board this Emirates flight, and welcome back to our Emirates Skywards and Qantas frequent flyer members. If there's anything that we can do to help you, please let us know. Thank you.
نرحب مجددا بأعضاء إميريتس سكاوتس والأعضاء الدائمين لكوانتس. أفراد الطاقم وحدنا اليوم يأتون من 13 دولة يتحدثون 13 لغة. أرجو عدد التردد للصعود منا في وقت خلال الرحلة وشكرا.
We're now getting ready for takeoff. Please switch off your laptop and put it in the overhead locker. Other electronic devices such as mobile phones, e-readers and tablets must be in flight mode or switched off. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi and mobile phone services, so we'll let you know when you can connect during the flight. Thank you. Cabin crew, prepare all doors and cross-check. Prepare all doors and cross-check.
Just want to check before I start the GCC virtual smart cars, cruising altitude flight level 320 initially, and passengers on board according to the flight plan is 300. Okay, 300, not 3000, 300. Start. Okay, we have the oxygen checked, flight instruments, parking brake on. Okay, before start, flight deck door, passenger signs on, takeoff speeds, CDO pre-flight, trim. In order for us to trim, we have to turn on the hydraulic pumps, and so is with the fuel pumps. Check the fuel in the center tank. Yes, we have some fuel, so we have to turn on the center tank fuel pumps as well. Okay, trim. Flight control, trim according to the takeoff reference page is 5.5. Just increase that one accordingly. Five. Okay, checklist. Most likely, okay, we are at gate B9, so we have most likely will be instructed to push and start facing west on uniform. Okay, beacon, turn the beacon on and remove the chocks. Okay, time 23:54. Okay, LNAV, BNAV can go on now. Okay, I'll just get ready with the tug. I'll do a manual pushback.
To ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Now set the engine mode for the lower display panel. And now I can remove the chokes, I guess. Okay, reference speeds was 176. .76, 4000, squawk 0.45.
Bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Try to remove the chokes now.
Standing by for pushback.
Move the chokes. Okay, AP is running. I'll just release the air conditioning unit and remove the chokes. Ground service, release all the vehicles. We have the beacon on. Beacon light on. What else do we have here? Okay. Okay, chokes are removed. Okay, so we can request push and start, I guess. Facing west on uniform, let's see if that's correct. Emirates 772 Dubai ground, requesting push and start.
Emirates 772, stand Bravo 9, push back and start approach, facing west on taxiway uniform.
Emirates 772, apologies, could you please repeat? Emirates 772 Dubai ground, could you please repeat the instructions for push and start?
Emirates 772, push and start approach, facing west on taxiway uniform.
Push and start approved, facing west on uniform, Emirates 772.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Let's double check the checklist again. So before start, anti-ice, do a recall, flight controls, ground equipment, flaps set 5, be all good. Do a recall after takeoff. Okay. So looking into the chart, most likely we'll be asked to taxi uniform Yankee. So let's see. Emirates 772 Dubai ground, request taxi.
Emirates 772, taxi via uniform Yankee, left Lima 4, right Mike, point in place Mike 1 for Alpha, runway 30 right.
Taxi via Uniform Yankee, left Lima 4 right on Mike, holding point runway 30 right, Emirates 772. Apologies, Emirates 772 Dubai ground, could you please repeat the holding point for runway 30 right?
Mike 1 for Alpha, 772.
A from holding point Mike 1 for Alpha, runway 30 right, Emirates 772, thank you. Okay, so now we are taxiing to, actually via Uniform Yankee, left Lima 4, standard taxiway for runway 30 right, I guess. Get some safety awareness instructions and message to all passengers.
Welcome aboard. We're about to show you the safety features of this Emirates flight, and we need your full attention. By now, your tray table, TV screen and footrest should be folded away. Your window blinds open and your seat in the upright position. Baggage, including laptops, should be stowed in the overhead lockers, or use the space under the seat in front of you. Please fasten your seatbelt whenever the seatbelt symbol is illuminated. Adjust the belt by pulling the strap and lift the metal flap to unfasten your belt. If you wish to sleep during the flight, fasten the seatbelt over your blanket so that we will not have to disturb you. For takeoff and landing, laptops need to be switched off and stowed correctly. Any mobile phones or tablets should be put into flight mode. After takeoff, we'll let you know when you can turn on Wi-Fi and mobile roaming. If you lose your phone under a seat, ask your cabin crew to help you find it. Do not move the seat, as this may damage the phone and its battery. It is illegal to smoke on board, including using or charging electronic smoking devices. All toilets have smoke detectors. If necessary, oxygen masks will appear from above you. Pulling the mask towards you starts the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Put your mask on first and then help others. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, please brace yourself like this against the seat in front of you. Or where that's not possible, brace by leaning as far forward as you can with your arms tucked under your legs. The safety card in your seat pocket shows the life jacket location, under or to the side of your seat. When instructed, remove it from the container and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten in front, pulling firmly to secure. Only inflate your life jacket when leaving the aircraft by pulling the two red toggles sharply downwards. You can also inflate or top up the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece and use the whistle to attract attention. In the unlikely event of a landing on water, cabin crew will distribute life jackets for infants and children. Take a moment to locate the emergency exit nearest to your seat, which may be behind you. There are 10 emergency exits on this Boeing 777-300. If needed, lights at floor level will direct you to the nearest exit. Please remove high-heeled shoes and leave all baggage behind if evacuating. To remind yourself of the safety features of this aircraft, please read the safety card in your seat pocket. Your cabin crew will now pass through the cabin carrying out the final safety check. Enjoy your flight with Emirates.
مرحبا بكم على متن هذه الرحلة. نرجو منكم الانتباه الكامل بينما نعرض لكم تعليمات السلامة على متن رحلة طيران الإمارات. يرجى الآن إعادة طاولة الطعام وشاشة الفيديو ومسند القدمين إلى أماكنها وإبقاء الستائر مفتوحة وإعادة المقاعد إلى وضعها المستقيم. يرجى وضع الأمتعة بما في ذلك الحواسيب المحمولة في الخزائن العلوية أو وضعها أسفل المقعد الذي أمامك. يرجى ربط حزام الأمان عندما تكون إشارات الأحزمة مضاءة. لتعديل الحزام اسحب الشريط، ولفك الحزام ارفع الغطاء المعدني. يرجى ربط حزام الأمان فوق البطانية كي يراه طاقم الضيافة ولا يضطر لإزعاجك إذا أردت النوم أثناء الرحلة. يجب إغلاق الحواسيب المحمولة أو الهواتف المحمولة أو الحواسيب اللوحية أو تحويلها إلى وضع الطيران أثناء الإقلاع والهبوط. بعد الإقلاع سيعلمك الطاقم متى يمكنك تشغيل الإنترنت اللاسلكي وتفعيل خاصية التجوال. في حال سقوط الهاتف أسفل المقعد يرجى طلب المساعدة من أفراد الطاقم لإيجاده. يرجى عدم تحريك المقعد حيث إن ذلك قد يلحق الضرر بالهاتف وبطاريته. التدخين بجميع أشكاله ممنوع على متن الطائرة، بما في ذلك استخدام وشحن أجهزة التدخين الإلكترونية. جميع دورات المياه مزودة بأجهزة كشف الدخان. عند الحاجة ستتدلى أقنعة الأكسجين تلقائيا من أعلى. التنفس بطريقة طبيعية يعطي الإشارة لبدء تدفق الأكسجين. ضع القناع على وجهك ثم تنفس بصورة طبيعية. ضع القناع على وجهك أولا ثم ساعد الآخرين على ارتدائه. في حالة الهبوط الاضطراري يرجى التمسك جيدا بظهر المقعد الذي أمامك أو أخذ وضعية الانحناء للأمام قدر المستطاع مع وضع الذراعين تحت الساقين. توضح بطاقة تعليمات السلامة في جيب مقعدكم مكان سترة النجاة التي توجد أسفل المقعد أو بجانبه. عند سماع التعليمات اخرج السترة وادخلها عبر الرأس. لف الشريط حول الخصر واربطه من الأمام مع إحكام ربطه بشد الشريط. يجب نفخ السترة عند مغادرتك الطائرة فقط بسحب الشريطين الأحمرين لأسفل بقوة. يمكنك أيضا نفخ السترة بالنفخ في الأنبوب واستخدام الصافرة لجذب الانتباه. في حالة الهبوط على الماء سيوزع أفراد الطاقم سترة نجاة للرضع والأطفال. يرجى التوقف لحظة لتحديد موقع أقرب مخرج طوارئ إليك الذي قد يكون خلفك. توجد 10 مخارج طوارئ على متن طائرة بوينغ 777-300. عند الحاجة أقرب مخرج يرجى خلع الأحذية ذات الكعب العالي وترك جميع الأمتعة في حالة إخلاء الطائرة. لتذكر تعليمات السلامة لهذه الطائرة يرجى قراءة بطاقة تعليمات السلامة الموجودة في جيب مقعدك.
Emirates 772, monitor Unicom 122 decimal. Bye. Good night.
Emirates 772 will monitor Unicom 122.8. Thank you for the service. Have a good night. Emirates 772 Dubai, approaching calling point Mike 14 Alpha, runway 30 right, will depart runway 30 right via Anvic 7 Foxtrot departure, initial climb 4000, Emirates 772 Dubai.
Don't sink. Too low. Don't terrain. Sink. Too low. Terrain. Pull.